I'm Shah. I was a professor at S2021 and was teaching structures to students of architecture. I taught at SAP for almost 30 plus years. Uh, I'm also practicing as a structural engineer and I have my own practice. Uh, I have with me Mangesh Belsare, who is an architect, and he also has an experience of almost 10 years into practice as well as in academics. We are offering a studio on span and space, exploring tectonics in architecture. Uh, in a way, tectonic is achieving the expressive qualities through construction and maneuvering of forces in structure, such that entity created cannot be defined by only structure and construction. In achieving tectonic forms, selection, organization, manipulation of form plays an very important role in the whole design process. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some buildings from history to very recent buildings where people have tried to achieve the tectonics. Here you can see building Gothic architecture. You can see the way the forces are transferred, the role that is played by the forces into this, the construction and structure, and the entire the structure reaches the level of the tectonic where it is difficult to decipher what is the role of the structure and construction into making of the building. This is again a different material, which is concrete, comparatively a modern building, where the whole form of the dome, the way the Y-shaped columns are selected, where they are cut to achieve the light, and also manipulating the forces, is an excellent example where you can see the tectonic is it is not just only structure or construction, but taking it to the level of art. You can see from inside also the way the forces are transferred into structure. Maybe one can visualize them as the static lines of transfer of the forces. And at the end, when they transfer onto the Y. One more structure that you can see in concrete is by Frank Lloyd Wright, and this is also an excellent example where you can see the shaping of the column and the whole slab disappears, and you can get the light from the top, you know. So this is how the form can be thought of completely differently and one can reach the level of art. This is another example. The architect is Mr. Khan, and you can see the way the natural light. There is hardly any need for the artificial light. Is by structure, and Khan used to say that structure is a giver of light. So excellent example. Uh, let's go to some different material. I talked about stone, concrete. Now I'm coming to brick. This is a very recent example where it is one structure that is done in the university itself. But the difference is this whole thing is created using the modern computing technique and also modern method of preparing the formwork. Of course, I can't go in more detail, but this is an excellent example that how modern methods, how modern materials are going to play a role. One more example which will tell you this is an excellent example. Modern material and the way they reaches the level, this is almost 100 meters span, and the function is nothing. It's just the plants inside. So this, if you can see from stone to the modern material of ETF, where it is balanced by some pneumatic, the aspect of the structure. It's an excellent example. Let's see. Yeah. Now, actually, what we saw from this different structure, the studio is now aiming at imparting the basic knowledge of local and global forms with respect to structural actions. Studio is going to deal with the association of space and tectonic in developing the understanding of material, form, and structure in such a way that you can use this understanding in your own design to integrate the structure and construction along with spatial qualities to achieve tectonic expression. I also talked about this, that actually recent methods of 3D printing, even the materials, conventional material like bamboo and compressed earth block, which are also now used in the modern methods of construction. Now, you can use these materials to their fullest potential if you have the complete understanding of the form, material, and structure, and I would call conceptual understanding of all this. Yeah. And with this understanding, you can, sometimes use these as the design determinant, in the building. I'll briefly describe the work plan, which is divided into three parts. One is the study or developing the understanding of structural actions, using the study of the natural object. And then the next part, which is the core of the studio, is a exercise, design exercise, where the concept of supported and supporting modules are taken. And you can see that the work done in some other universities, that is given in the images here. So basically, it is about conceptualizing the system, developing the structural system, and then the reaching to a level of giving it a tectonic expression. Uh, the further development of this will be once you have developed a form uh, of a building using some material. Here, the function will be introduced and in a developed form, and then we'll try to modify it and we'll resolve it and reach a level where ultimate aim of the studio, which is reaching the level of tectonic. And I'm not going into the detail of this output and other thing. I think you are sure you know about it. Now, final output is expected in the form of from level of a plan and section to a detail of the joinery and the members. Also, the important part of siting of this building, also will be there. So that I have shown this all this in the images. You'll be clear. Yeah, briefly, this kind of work has been carried out in one or the other form where we have used the mud and the adobe and bamboos to create the structure. These are the real structures created by Mangesh and me as a part of workshop or as a part of studio study. Yeah, right. Thank you. Boom.